What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Another episode of Day Zero. We are day 204. We've got the powerful one, the immaculate one, the spiritual one, and of course, me, the one. How are y'all doing today? Y'all doing okay?
Pretty good, pretty good. I love
All right,
fall.
bro.
I'm excited. I like cold. I like crisp. I like fall leaves. I like it all.
What about winter? Do you like winter?
I love
What about
winter's
what
my
about
favorite.
winter of death?
Oh, the
That was my
dark
favorite
winter?
winter. Over my 39 years here, I think my favorite winter was the winter of death. Yeah.
The
What was that?
the
What was that?
dark winter. I was like, dude, I'm
2021.
countering this
Yeah.
magic spell with bright winter. I was like hashtagging everything bright winter. We made bright winter bumper stickers, got everyone to put them on their car. It's like bright winter, you assholes. Winter's the
Oh yeah,
best. You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
steal winter from me.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing no better than, getting a message directly from the White House saying that you and your loved ones will die this winter. I think I mean, are you foretelling? Is this some type of prophecy?
I'm just
Did you
saying, you
get this
guys are
from
gonna
the
die.
Almighty? Oh, okay. I mean,
I'm
you
not
coming to my
making it
house? Is that what
happen.
you're telling me?
I just know
Okay.
it's gonna happen. Like, okay, dude.
That it is. That
It was
it in
like
fact is.
Sith Lord mind control. You will die.
Right. Corey, if you were saying something, your ass is muted.
I was polite and muted myself, and then I fucking didn't
Uh,
unmute myself. So what are we talking about? I got messages from people and shit I had to answer real quick. So
the winter of death. Because it's fall right now, and fall doesn't last too long. It's like you blink and all of a sudden it's cold and snows like over the top of your car. Um, but I
just
was
know where
saying
you
that
at.
my favorite occasionally, every once in a while.
Okay. Yeah, you're like in one of
And,
them in
and when
between places.
yeah, and when it does, like shit gets shut down, like people cease to do anything. Um, but we were talking about what your favorite winter was to memory. Mine was the winter of death.
Oh God.
That
Winter of death. I'm
winter I
still
died.
waiting for
Yeah.
the winter of death. All them people who got the vax are still walking around. I ain't seen the winter of death, and I'm anxiously fucking. I'm waiting by the clock.
Hey,
Ah,
apparently
fuck.
it's this
So that
winter, right?
yeah,
Eagle report says.
I'm disappointed
is
for a
that what it
fucking
is?
lethal killing machine. It didn't really kill that many fucking people. I'm like, they can't do anything right, can they? They can't even kill motherfuckers right. Jesus, how hard could that have been? Just put a little arsenic in the shit and everyone would have died. But see, they can't just kill you
Hey,
overnight. They have to kill you over long term. So then it gives them plausible deniability. And so, um, yeah, man, they fucked up. They fucked up bad. They should have just done it all at once and then been like, "Oops, our bad." And then like a couple people would have
no,
gotten the axe, and then everyone would have been like, "Fine." But no.
Like V for Vendetta.
no, but it's like I told you. Everybody didn't get the true deal.
Yeah.
They ain't get the true death. You know, I think it was a half and half, and I think the more of them that you took, the more likely you were to get the real shit. That's my
Yeah.
belief,
Yeah. I
and I think
also
and I think that I
It's
think they
kind
were
of like when they
actually like
it's kind of like when they
like they
stole
were.
that Trump
Mhm.
when they stole that election from Trump, they had to pad the numbers on both sides. It's just like that
Yeah,
with the vaccine. Yeah.
yeah. So I believe because I remember some stories. Like there was one that she took her child to go get the jab, and it was supposed to be a smaller or a different bottle of elixir for the children, but she drew it from the adult bottle, and somehow the woman knew it. She's like, "Hey, what you? That's the wrong one that you pulled from." It's like, so I think they were out there experimenting. It's like, "Hey, look, keep tallies. This one right here has nothing. Okay, this is just like water. All right, this one over here has the real juice. Write their names down, and then we'll track them. We'll see what happens along the way." That's what I believe that they were actually doing to see what
or
type
there's
of
like
effects. Because I mean, because their
nanotech in
control
them, and
group
so
was
they're
nothing.
literally
Mhm.
tracking you from afar and like reading all your vitals and like sending out pulses on the 5G to see like how it reacts and like what happens to you.
Well, I think some of these people like go insane. Like so I believe that we're seeing some of the ones who actually got the full elixir because they're just like batshit crazy now.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
whereas before they were just loony, but they won't insane. So it's like you see a shift in people, like the way they think, the way they process stuff, the way they
I don't know.
drive. The
I
mouth
gotta
is open a lot. I'm like, okay, now. I mean, how many did you
I,
take?
I got a question.
No.
I'm just trying to figure this thing out. What was up with them ninjas in the backpacks walking around neighborhoods just jabbing people? What the fuck? We ever figure what the fuck that was all about?
I don't know, but they were going right to the Negroes. I do know that. To the Negro doorsteps.
Wow.
With the backpack. I said,
Yeah. There was some targeting going on for sure as well.
Well,
If it wasn't, I mean, it might have been on the macro level, like by zip code, like let's
right. Mhm.
make sure that the people in this area, Compton, Carson, Rancho Dominguez, whatever, they all get it. Or it could be gene specific. It could be predisposition to target the Black community, send those through Planned Parenthood, which already skews massively towards the Black community. So you would get it out that way. I think they were doing quite a bit of test marketing. I think you're right. I think they were doing, and it had to have been at the highest levels, I would think.
yeah.
Because I remember they put it right on the 6 o'clock news, where two white folk were walking around with backpacks. And here's my thought. For all that I hear from Negroes out here about white supremacy and all this other shit, the minute it was time to take the jab, you were gonna trust the two white folk that came to your house with it in their backpack?
Yeah,
I'm like, come on now.
I get
Like, you
told
don't
my
remember
entire life
Tuskegee?
not to accept drugs from strangers. And then you dumb motherfuckers are out there taking needles from people at drive-thrus or trading your ass for Bill de Blasio's cheeseburger or for a donut from Krispy Kreme or whatever. Like, get out of here.
So I just found this, like, they ain't even scrubbed the internet no good. Let me say that. Because this is what it says. DC's door-to-door COVID vaccine program hopes to increase trust among the hesitant. And there's a video. I almost want, we got to play this. Like, my curiosity is like burning. What the fuck is
door to
happening
door.
here?
Yeah, they were
What
door to
is
door.
this? Door
And
to
this
door.
is when it was supposed to be on that dry ice. You're supposed to keep it at like -80.
All right.
Even as vaccinations for younger children are expected to ramp up soon, COVID-19 vaccination rates for adults have slowed across much of the country. Nationally, about 70% of Americans 18 years and older are fully vaccinated. But many cities and states aren't giving up on pushing that number higher. Amna Nawaz reports on one effort in Washington, D.C. that brings vaccines straight to residents' homes.
Every morning in this Washington, D.C. warehouse begins like this: nurses prepping, packing up, and rolling out portable sub-zero freezers full of COVID-19 vaccines.
Today, we're doing 20 vaccinations.
Patrick Ashley helps lead the district's health emergency response. That includes this program that takes the vaccine straight to people's homes.
We want to take out any excuse that they might have of why they wouldn't get vaccinated. So we've heard from some people that it's childcare. So we've taken that away. We've heard that it's hard to find. You pick up a phone, we'll schedule it for you, we'll come to your house.
Hello, hi, how are you? My name is Ade. I'm calling from Department of Health. Yes. Yeah, I'm calling regarding your vaccination for today.
On
I'm
this
sorry.
day,
I can't
Ade
tell if her
Dalapo
accent is, like, from the
Adebite, she
ghetto or
goes
from
by Ade,
Nairobi.
is one of two
I think it's
nurses
Nairobi.
helping the district to dole out doses.
So with this homebound, it literally makes people feel safe. I'm in my home. I have a nurse coming to me. I get to be in the comfort of my zone, my home, and they feel safer.
Since launching this spring, DC's at-home vaccine program has administered more than 1,500 shots. It's a fraction of the 1 million shots the city's given out. But officials say it's just one part of the district's plan to boost its vaccination rate, which at around 75% is already higher than the national average.
We're not going to get
Whoa.
everybody with this program, but it does provide yet another option for individuals to get
I gotta
vaccinated
stop
so that
this.
we're
Okay.
They have that lady with the mask and the face shield and like some other shit going on. I'm like, geez.
Like,
Just
Christ.
broken.
I can't
Hey,
believe
it-
I'm so disappointed that they haven't scrubbed the internet as good as they should, because that's evidence. This is evidence against every fucking person in the chain. Like, everybody
well,
is
at le-
complicit in this fucking shit.
Hey, well, here's what's key in that. At least they had the decency of saying that they put it in a sub-zero temperature damn fucking Yeti cooler.
Try to keep it
Shit looked
going.
like the Yeti cooler with a damn thermometer on the
So-
front. Because the other ninjas in Charlotte, they had it in a book bag. That's what they had it in. They walk around with a backpack.
Hang on a second. So
It's like, hey man,
you think you could actually fucking take a goddamn freezer down to -80 with a fucking car lighter in a fucking automobile? With a cigarette lighter in that car? No fucking way. No fucking way. This is bullshit, dude.
I don't. Not unless you've got a flux capacitor in there.
they may have one of those.
Mr. fucking
Yeah.
Fusion is what you'd need for that shit.
Yep.
They may have the
Oh my
flux
God, I swear to
capacitor in
God,
there.
this is why I want all those people to fucking die. Like now.
Oh.
Like I've been waiting 5 fucking years for
Allegedly.
you vaccine fucks to go. All right? They can't even do this, man. They can't even
Alleged.
fucking kill people right. I'm like, the level of fucking sheer incompetence, and like people think they can pull the double, triple whammy on us. Give me a fucking break.
Like, why did
Give me
we
a
buy all
fucking
these
break.
fucking coffins to store them all these years if we're not going to use them? I want my tax money to be used right.
Oh no, they said they were dumping them. What's that place in New York? They were dumping them. They were having
Oh,
bury
Island.
millions of bodies up there.
Oh, the
They
polar
were
seals?
already burying bodies there. They act like it was some new shit they were
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, they
You're like, "Oh,
cremated
we've been
6
doing this all
million
of human
bodies
history.
there.
This is
Yeah.
not a new thing at all. People are like, they're putting them in fields. I'm like, they've always put them in fields, you fucking morons.
No, that island is
damn it.
creepy. There's like a fucked. It's like it's where they bury like all the people who they don't know who they are and the prisoners and the weird shit. And they just dump them in like Auschwitz style mass graves.
If there was ever a place that was haunted, it's that place.
Yeah.
Juju. Yeah, if ever there was a place, that would be a really fucked up place to spend the night.
Yeah,
How come they
numero
don't do
uno
ghost
place.
tours? Why don't they do ghost
Full moon.
tours at Auschwitz?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they
that'd be
That
should
should
do
be
that.
like absolute-
bullshit.
If you go sit in the middle of Auschwitz and nothing fucking happens, that just disproves that there are ghosts at all.
No, I had someone on my show who did it. I think it was Jim Hunt from Knock Knock Ghost, which is apparently a show on one of these wherever. And I think it was him that talked about going to like literally Auschwitz and I felt all the da-da-da. And I was like, well, that's how I know you're fake.
What is the show called?
What?
Yeah, you're talking about you failed
Knock
it.
Knock Ghost.
Knock Knock Ghost.
Now,
Yeah. I mean, he knew shit. He
Right.
knew shit about my house and me that like nobody knew. So like he's not fake, but he also even people who have like real psychic and real abilities, if they have bias or they have predisposition, or like they'll block shit out or they'll make shit up. So you can both be correct about some things and then a total bullshitter about other things.
See, I think all
And
those
so-
people are like that show Psych. You ever see that show
Sometimes.
Psych? Where
But
that
here's the
dude's like,
thing.
he's just really observant and picks shit up and he's like, oh, I'm having a psychic fucking vision.
Okay, but here's what he picked up on about my house, which there's no way anybody would know. There's no way anybody would know. So he was talking to me and he was like, I don't know, you've got like a really bad guy around you and for some reason your house is littered with dead puppies. And I'm like, that's the actual fucking truth. Like the guy who lived here before ran a whatever kettle, he's like selling puppies.
Puppy
or whatever,
mill.
pit bull. Yeah, puppy mill. And so a bunch of them would die or whatever. He couldn't sell them. And so he'd kill them and he'd bury them all around the yard and he'd flush them down the toilet. And they'd have to have people come, like flush out the fucking sewer line or whatever. Because there's like puppy bones in there. So like when I got here, I was like, holy shit, this energy is horrifying. I've been working to like uplift this place and release all these souls. But he gets on. I don't talk about that. I never talked about it once with anyone. 2 people in the world even knew this. And it's the guy who did it and the person who owns this property and then us. So I guess 4 people. And he like just said that and nailed it. I'd never talked about it or told anybody.
Oh my god. That's
So he knew. So
just
that's why I was like,
too
well, now I know you're
coincidental.
right or you're real, right? Like you proved it. He wasn't even trying to prove it to me. He just said that. And I was like, okay, clearly he's psychic or he is an actual medium. But then he also said he like talked to all the tortured souls at Auschwitz. And that I'm like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe there are some. What do I fucking know? But then he said, oh, everybody needs to take their COVID vaccine because my dad got polio. And I was like, well, now I know you have problems. Like, now I know.
damn, went right to the bullshit.
Yeah.
to the bullshit.
But I see
He
it
said
all the
you were
time.
going strong, then you went right to the bullshit. It's like,
Right
never
to the
mind.
bullshit.
I'm good.
And it's always like a fear. It's always based on your fears, your biases, your preconceived notions. So you can have like a real psychic channel, and then it can also get blocked by all this bullshit. So you have to know yourself really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
Well, I think
fact.
that was him. I think it was him that said he went to Auschwitz. It was him or maybe it was someone else. There's another guy it might have been. He was like a demon hunter. His name was Nathan something. He
Okay,
also
well, I
has a
mean,
show on one of those networks.
Everybody who goes to Auschwitz, this horrible place of death, needs to make sure to support them by buying something at the gift shop.
but I also wonder about this. So like if you are psychic and you're sensitive, you pick up on things. And the story has been told about Auschwitz how many hundreds of billions of times, right? So even if it didn't happen, like couldn't you just pick up on the shit that people have said has happened, even if it's not what actually happened? So like maybe they're also not bullshitting. Maybe they really are picking up on something. It's just not that, right?
Yeah.
maybe.
Or
I don't know.
Israeli
I
money.
went. Okay, that could be. Yeah, that could be the feeling they're picking up on. I don't know. I went on one of those. Was it a haunted ride? Oh, in one of them Hearst. I don't know how I got talked into that, but the nigga took us to like a landfill, pitch black, and that like the fucking ride cut off. I'm like, dude, this is like the beginning of a horror movie where none of us make it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I felt dumb. I felt like, man, I shouldn't be here. Now we made it back because I'm here today, but damn it, I was like, I won't do that shit no more. The next time, and of course, it's a bunch of white folks who talked me into it. Of course, as
I
always,
apologize on behalf of my people.
That's why
We just
people
like
will
this
shit.
shit like that.
white folk ain't got no problem walking right into some bullshit. Just
Oh,
being honest with you.
100%. We insert ourselves into bullshit constantly and without anybody's authorization, insistence, or anything. We just say no. Let's, especially our women, our
Yes.
white women, like the liberal kinds.
I
God,
like
they just gotta fix everything, don't they? It's like this problem needs me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything applies to someone else, but not me. I love the comedian, and she's like, yeah, I know it says not to pet the animals, but it's me, Elizabeth. I can pet the animals. I'm like, it is exactly what white
That's
women are like.
exactly how they.
She's
how-
like,
how
oh,
they
I've been
feel.
insufferable for decades.
I'm a
The
professional at
fixer of
this.
all.
Just I can
Oh,
do it.
okay.
Believe me.
You're a pro. Yeah, you pro and get 8. And they'd be like, oh, you know, the damn what they always say. They said, oh, the animal went crazy. I'm like, no, the animal is the animal. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like we keep forgetting that. Just because y'all
Check
put him in this
operator error.
cage and you know, they figure because y'all put him in the cage and people come by and look at him every day that when you jump out there, they won't eat you. Like they still an animal. Like they're still like, hey, lunch. That's what they think. Like, cool, that's
Even
lunch.
dogs, you think you're your best friend and is so well trained and is they can like snap, both because of
Yeah, you got to be
diseases and
careful.
also because they're sick of your shit.
Yeah, we've seen. Well, I've seen that. When we've seen it, it's usually with babies. Isn't that right? For some reason, like they'll be good with babies, be good with the baby, and then all of a sudden one day they're like, "Man, they just took and ate the baby." I was like, "Oh shit!"
It's babies,
Yeah,
it's
some.
kids, but it's also like, so I had these, I won't even call them friends, these horrible people I happen to know, whose whole lives are just in constant, just ridiculous shambles. And they had a lot of fucking animals, like not quite to animal hoarding level, but like just before that point. So all these chickens, all these ducks, all these dogs, all these cats, and all of them had health issues. And like, it was just a nightmare. They didn't take care of themselves. They didn't take care of their house. They didn't take care of their animals. So they had this dog and 2 dogs, and they treated them fine when they were with them, but they ignored them most of the time and just shoved them into like the outdoor small little run area almost all day, every day. So the dogs eventually are probably like, I would like to interact. I'd like to go out of this tiny little area sometimes. I'd like to go do things like, like a dog would. And they would not do that. And I think even if you are with the dog in a small area, that would be fine. But they weren't. They weren't interacting with the dogs at all, almost ever. And so then their mom dropped her dog off with them. And she was like, "Can you take care of my dog for like a week?" So they're walking this dog and they're giving it treats and they're petting it and they're interacting with it. And their dogs are sitting there like, "What the fuck, dude?" And so then their dog, when they got the first opportunity, snapped and killed that dog. But like, wouldn't you maybe if it were you and you were like, "Why is that dog getting all my love, my attention, my treats?" Right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, well, it's really sad. And also, it's your fucking fault. Why are you doing this to your dogs, you
Yeah,
psychos?
territorial. Yeah,
Yeah.
territorial.
Territorial, jealous, like normal. Also, you want that love and treat, like just like a person would want attention and time and space, you know? So yeah, it's
Yeah,
babies, it's
instinctual
adults,
stuff.
it's animals, they're complex little beings.
So it seems as though there's an animals to shambles ratio that needs to be avoided. Pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like have an
Mm.
animal, but don't have 12 or 16 animals.
Well,
Or
I
like
think I'm
you
going
have
to
a
shift
farm.
from when my
Sure.
dog dies. I'm going to switch to cats. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I got
Cats are
cats.
easier.
I got 3 cats.
you know, some people like Dr. Doolittle. That's why I call one of my friends at work. He had like 3 dogs and 4 cats. Now they got like 12 chickens. They got a goat. I said, "Nigga, are you Dr. Doolittle or something? I mean, what are you doing, man? I mean, you already ain't got enough time of the day. Got a newborn." I'm like, "Bro, you know you're gonna run out of you, right? Like you gonna run out. You got too much shit. But hey, you keep doing it. Hell, get some more shit." Matter of fact, I've been actually egging on people's demise. When I see some shit's going bad for them, I'll be like, "Hey, man, why don't you get some more of that?" And they'd be like, "You know what? It's a good idea." I'm like, "Yeah, man, shit." Shit. I mean, I see boys at work. They're like, "Man, dude, I'm struggling." You know what I'm saying? Got a kid. Broke up with my girlfriend, so I'm having to pay child support. But I'm meeting this girl over the weekend. I said, "Man, you gonna fuck raw, right? Bust a nut in it, man. See if you can have another kid, man. You struggling, right? Hey, go ahead, dude.
There you go.
I mean, the world's your oyster. Just
Throw that gentleman a cinder block while he's in that lifeboat.
yeah. I mean, hey, look, bud. I've just seen some people. They want to sink. You know, that's what they want to do. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna cheer you on as you sink to the bottom, bud. I mean, I'm just like, I mean, it's
You're
whatever.
warned.
Because I tried to give advice, and they looked at me and said, "Oh, that's dumb." I said, "That's okay, then. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just go your route then. I'll just, hey, whatever you're doing that sounds stupid, I'll be like, hey, you continue to do that because it's working out for you." You know what I'm
Get
saying?
more loans, eat more fast food, date more
Yeah,
women, have more babies.
yeah. Ain't nothing no more crazy than driving 4 hours to try to get some punani. I'm like, bro, you broke, man. So hold on, you gonna drive 4 hours to go take some chick on a date to hopefully get some pussy to
Working
drive
too
back.
hard
I'm
for
like,
this.
no, sir, man. You can jack it and be asleep in 15 minutes, man, and it not cost you nothing. You ain't got to pay for nothing, dude. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to pay for shit,
Free
and
entertainment.
it'll be the same results. Okay, you're just looking to bust one, right? And this way, you on your time schedule. You ain't even got to worry about at least doing a decent job. You can get this thing done as quick as you want to get it done. I mean, you knock it right out.
Yeah, but you're talking to a person who's not in a right frame of mind. When you're thinking with your dick, you're not
I know
capable
that.
of being accountable
I
for
know
your
that.
actions. I mean, you're just out of your gourd.
Is
You
anyone
know?
in
Yeah,
their
who would
right
it?
frame of mind anymore? Do they exist
There's some there's some people that's lingering around.
outside of this like
They're out
small
there.
circle we have here?
They're lingering around. No, you see, I think that they've got an idea of what they're doing wrong. It's just that they can't escape from it. Like it's
Sometimes.
entrapped them. You know, kind of like the Hellraiser. You know, you get in this universe, you're like trapped there. You can't really get out. So I think that's what happens to people. And we see that across spectrums. You know, when you get involved with anybody in government, let's say you were a spy or a snitch or anything like that, but you trapped in there. There ain't no getting out unless you get a bullet. Your brakes stop working. Your building, explodes. I mean, that's how you get out. You just, oh yeah, with the cartel. Oh, I'm leaving the cartel. You can, but you're gonna be like chopped up in on a wall somewhere. So it's just like there's some things like you just can't get out of. So
I want to
I mean,
say
it's all
too,
good.
I don't
Mhm.
think Erica Kirk might be an agent or a lifetime actor or any of those things. But like the things that people are like promoting in order to like try to draw her to that, speaking of becoming a
I do.
spy or becoming an agent or like never being able to
Mhm.
get out, are pretty far-fetched. And I'm like, you guys, like we could do better conspiracies than these. Like, or at least find better evidence if it is true. People are like, her mom worked for the Department of Homeland Security, and like, as far as I can tell, she never did. She was like a single mom and like whatever. And they were like, well, she won the Miss America or whatever pageant that like Trump owned. And I'm like, well, that's true. It looks true. And also like, so does every person who wins one of those pageants like suddenly become an agent or a spy? Like, what does that even mean to care? It could be interesting if there was like a ton more weird things that somehow showed that she was like being groomed all along to like play this role or whatever. And I don't see that. So that like is bothering me. There's all this fake shit people are promoting when there's plenty of real things to pull apart, and there's all these things aren't even true. And then someone posts this Dave Chappelle thing. They're like, Dave Chappelle's a new person. I've heard this before. He's a clone, or it's like not really him. I've heard this before. But the pictures they post, they're like, see? And I'm like, well, one is him when he was 18, and the other one is him when he's 40 something. And if you don't understand aging, I don't know what to say to you. Like, that might be a clone, but this is not evidence of him being a clone. This is just showing how humans age. And it's like fucking maddening to me to see like all of this shit. I feel like maybe the conspiracy community used to be more intelligent, or I'm just much more annoyed with how stupid some of it is. Or
No,
both.
this is how you immediately this is how they immediately discredit anything that's ever talked about in the
Yes.
conspiracy community because it
'Cause they're
just
like,
go
look
off
at
the
this
rails. I'm
idiot.
like they had Erica Kirk up there and they're like, oh, does this look like a widow that's grieving? I'm like, oh my God, man. Do you think
Yes.
that after somebody dies, people just walk outside and everywhere they go, they just break down and just cry the whole time everywhere they go? It's like, bro, I don't know what she's dealing with when she gets to the house. I know somebody who's, and this is right here recently. Her husband, I think he was like 47, died of a heart attack suddenly.
Suddenly.
Now he was way overweight, so I mean it's not really a surprise. But beyond that, but he died of a heart attack suddenly. Okay. And she's been to work multiple times. And like when she comes into work, she's not bawling crying. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell it's difficult for her. Like she's talked about it, she's like, I'm not ready to turn the cell phone off. And it's just, I'm trying to get back in the groove of doing things and going back to work. Like everybody grieves differently.
Yeah.
They just could be walking around just breaking down crying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like, but you don't know what's happening when they go into the house. And the person that's usually there is not there. And then those memories come up, and then when you're by yourself, so
Grief
I'm
is the
like,
weird thing. I mean, you
It
can
is
be
weird.
like laughing and joking, and then 30 seconds
yeah,
later be crying on a fucking news broadcast
Yep.
yeah.
about your son getting
I
killed.
mean, that's
Well.
I mean,
Well.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So it's just so like people are like, oh, this doesn't look like a grieving widow to me. She's over there kikiing up. I'm like, bro. I mean, are you at her house, dog? Are you with her every waking moment of the day? I'm like, this is how they get y'all. Okay, so they look at the conspiracy community and they're like, "Bo, I got your ass, because all I got to do is dangle a carrot, and y'all will fucking run, and you will be immediately discredited for everything you ever said,
They
even
have to figure
even
it
if
out.
a good portion of it's true."
They have to
You
figure
know
it
what I'm
out for
saying?
themselves, though. You can't
I know
tell
you
them.
can't
Yeah.
tell
They
shit to
got to
anyone.
just step on their dicks a couple times and just jump onto one thing, and then it's like behind door number 2 is the donkey. Not a
What's
real
up with this?
story.
What's up with this like teenage fucking faggot they're trying to use to replace fucking Charlie Kirk with already? You seen
Who
this
is it?
fucking guy?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
said
Israel
teenage
cuck
faggot.
faggot motherfucker.
Straight from the White Devil Factory.
Who is it?
That boy, he was born out of Netanyahu's asshole. That's who this fucking guy
That
is.
dude looks like if Utah were a person.
He's an Orphic. He's an Orphic Illuminati butt baby.
What the fuck's his name? Is it Bryce something or some?
I haven't even
It's got
heard
some
of this
faggot name, is what he got.
He's got
He's got a
Bryce. Bryces, all the Bryces out there, we're not judging you. Only Cory is.
Yes, I am.
I say he's judging. You may say I'm judging. Yeah, but I mean, but like I said, man, people trying to, even people that's going through like bouts of depression and stuff like that, they may come to work, talk, laugh, joke, be just fine, and at the house they sit there with the gun in their hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's like that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what people are actually going through and what's actually going through their mind. People process stuff differently. Stuff looks
Way
different.
differently. Dude,
So I'm just like,
it's all the trauma processing stuff too. There's like some people run away, some people shut down, some people never stop emoting, some people buckle down and just do everything they fucking can. And that was my version. And that's why I'm highly successful in life, because I turned my trauma into pure productivity. And it was like a way to avoid it's like a drug. It's like a way to avoid reality and avoid life. And you see these people who never leave work, right? And it's the same fucking thing. They're like, I don't want to go face life, so I'm going to sit here at work and do all this work, right? And like that, I've always been like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Do they have no life? And it's like, no, they hate their life, actually, is what it is,
yeah,
right?
so that's why they're at work.
So,
yeah.
right. And so some people deal with grief and deal with trauma and deal with all these things in that way too. And so it's just like, you can't, you'll do it a certain way. In fact, when you get to the moment where you are traumatized or grieving or in your crisis or whatever, you might blow your own mind at what you do. You might be like, holy shit, I had no idea it would be like that. Right?
Yeah, some people drink. Some people just start taking random trips. You know, it's just like whatever you're dealing with. I remember years ago, when I initially was applying for the program, the art program, I didn't get in the first time. And like, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And so like, I just got in my van. I didn't tell anybody. I just got in my car and I drove to Raleigh and played guitar for like
Hang on a second.
4 hours at the
Can you say
guitar
that
store.
again? Can you start your story
What's
over
that?
again? What did you say?
He said when he applied to an art program and he didn't get in, he was,
Oh my God.
know what else to do.
Are you a rejected painter?
Yeah. Are
Do you want to like
No,
start an
no,
organization?
Yeah.
Are
Do
you
wanna
looking to
start a
invade
National
Poland?
Socialist.
No, no, I got it. I locked in and got in on in the winter session, which literally like for the year, there's like hundreds of people who apply and they take like 12 people. So I got in the winter, and so because I graduated from East Carolina with
Damn it!
photography
That
degree.
means you can't be a Hitler. You got
Yeah, not
accepted
quite.
after all.
We tried.
yeah, not quite. Yeah, but I mean, I got my car. I didn't say nothing to nobody. Nobody knew where I was at. I just took off, and I was gone. Like the place I went to was an hour and a half away, and I just sat in there and I just played guitar. I played all the guitars in the store for like 4 hours,
That's
and then I
pretty
drove back that night.
That was your
Like so it's just like, yeah. So like people go through stuff differently. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's. I mean, can we let it play out a little bit? I mean, that's all I'm saying. Just let it play out before you break. Now,
No.
can we all agree that the shooting is weird? There's some circumstances around it, and it's almost become so fucking muddy. Oh, somebody popped up underneath the table like a jack in the box and shot him. I'm like, y'all niggas is out there, man. Y'all just saying whatever. I mean, that's literally what some people are saying. Like, oh, somebody popped out from under the table and shot him in the neck. I'm like, okay, people. I mean, we just getting way out there now. All right. I mean, I
So-
don't know if it's that deep. But
Talking from fucking personal experience, I can tell you that they never established a crime scene at fucking Charlie Kirk's shooting. Never.
Yeah.
They never established a crime scene. Fucking period. If ever there was a time to get out all the toys with the lasers and all the shit like they see on TV that no one ever uses. If ever there was a time, this was fucking it. That place should have been under strict. They should have even put walls up around the fucking thing so nobody can see what they're fucking doing in there. If they want to treat it like a real crime scene, and fucking, they should have had the lasers and fucking like all kinds of high tech toys that they really honestly don't ever fucking use. That's when they should have done it, and they fucking didn't do it. People were walking around the thing for fucking days. Who the fuck? No. Did they find the bullet? Did they not find the bullet? Did he have an autopsy? Did he not have an autopsy? We've had yes and no's to all of these questions.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a fucking cover up for fucking what? And who would they ever cover up for? Who the fuck do you think? Goddamn Israel. I don't give a fuck. It's Israel until proven otherwise. There's no difference. If they were to say that the lizard people are actually the Jews, I'd be like, holy shit, it all makes sense now.
I mean, there's an argument that's exactly what that whole metaphor is for. But I will also
say... So we need to pick them up off the streets and cut them open to find out if they're aliens or not. Is that what you're saying?
Blue blood. But this is what I also... So that, what you just said, and then also the Kash Patel removing the Utah head of the FBI... like less than a month before this happens, and therefore installing himself as the head.
Well, I don't know that
those two things, I'm like, these are things we could actually look at. They are questionable.
They cleaned house across the board with people that they didn't give a fuck about their background or anything. They're like, oh, you don't agree with us? Goodbye. And so they did that across the country. So I heard about that, and I'm like, well,
maybe,
these people. Okay, so here's another thing I was thinking about Bongino and Kash Patel in particular. They were two of the biggest cheerleaders of the fucking release the documents and all that shit beforehand. The split second those two powerful voices get put into the FBI, that nullifies any chance that they could ever be back on that side ever again. Is that perhaps why they got put in that fucking position?
It's intentional. Yeah, that was intentional.
They were put there to shut them up, is what it seems like.
And the niggas seen the documents, and then probably when they seen the documents, they were like, woo.
They're like, oh,
yeah,
so
can't put that out there.
Everybody's a pedophile. Oh.
They're like, woo. Yeah, okay. Yep. Leave that alone. I'll leave that alone. I mean, that's 100%. I'm pretty sure every nigga that's seen that document has been like, yeah, don't, yeah, cool. Yep. That's what they've been like. Yep, not touching that. Not fucking with that at all.
There has to be somewhere in the file something about human sacrifice. That I think that's the ultimate taboo, isn't it? That and child sacrifice and that weird sex Jew shit. So I would like to see some kind of document that infers they know something about sacrifices.
Those are both Jewish traditions. Pedophilia and child sacrifice and human sacrifice.
Right.
Everything
20,000 baby skulls.
Well, let's clarify this, because thousands of years ago, human sacrifice was accepted around the world as fucking legit, right? And it wasn't just the Israelites. Well, that's the thing. Over time, we kind of grown as a civilization or global civilization and realize we can't do some shit, right? And sacrifice is not something we can do.
No,
and we all kind of are.
We just do abortion.
That's no, but they call that something else, and so that's fine. But ultimately, we've decided as a people you can't just murder people for your God. You can't do that, right? So I think that they're the last. Right. And so they're the last bastion of an old world ideology, and which they try to hide from us. Like, oh no, we're just one of you. Wink, wink. And that's the fucking problem. And that's the same thing I don't fucking get. And I've been really interested in this kind of subject matter lately. The ancient shit is what these Zionists all are obsessed with. They're obsessed with ancient Egypt and the Aztecs and all that stuff. And this kind of pops up in the Freemason stuff that I'm discovering as I'm doing this Freemason shit lately.
That's all Freemasonry is Egyptian mystery school.
It's all Jewish Kabbalah and Jewish mysticism, and every fucking Freemason lodge in the early days of America was founded by a Jew. So it's a Jewish recruitment mechanism, period. It's a way to get the non-Jew into the Jewish cause and not even have to tell them what they're doing because of the degrees. It's the dumbest thing. If you join the Masons, you're a fucking idiot. Like,
well, let's be fair. Most of the people who join the Masons are just wanting to like talk about weird secrets of the universe that they've thought about or figured out, or whatever. And they're just like normal people.
And drink some beer,
right.
And drink
liquor drinks.
Yeah.
Make it.
My sympathy for those types of people is dwindling.
But like, I just get sick of the thing where people are like, "Oh, he's a Mason." I'm like, so. It's just like the same as saying like he's in the Fraternal Order of the Eagles. Like, oh well, it means almost nothing. But yeah, there's like other levels and people who get recruited, and like now it's something. But like if you just are a Mason, like it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, because
them
most
are
of
just
those people are
random dudes.
nobodies. Like most of them are nobodies.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's it. I mean, they don't run shit. I mean, but
The
I
thing
mean, folks.
they feel they're entitled to they're entitled to not having to follow the rules because they have their own rules of this secret society. And they make it very clear in their writings, even just the first chapters, that it's a revolutionary movement, and that kings and anybody who would rule over us is not in their right place, and therefore we have to undermine them. And it seems like that's part of their justification for what they do.
Jesuits too.
That's the same thing. I don't make any separation between the Freemasons and the Jesuits. It's all Jewish nonsense. Yeah, but that's I don't understand like the ultimate, other than they think they're gonna like be gods. Like that's really what it comes down to. They think they're gonna get some ultimate enlightenment.
Such a waste of time.
That's why like Pritzker, the fucking cunt from Chicago's the governor, he spent millions upon millions of dollars translating these ancient fucking texts, like the Zohar. There's the Pritzker edition of the fucking Zohar that he spent millions of dollars translating. It's one of those things that they're looking for ancient answers in the shit.
I think that's why they went into Iraq, and that's why they stole all the shit from Iraq, and they were like, "Oh, we don't know what happened to the antiquities. That's so weird." And
okay, like, these motherfuckers from 5,000 years ago were a bunch of black sub-Saharan Africans who had an IQ of about fucking 60.
We don't know if they were black.
Enslaved. They were their whole fucking lives. They knew nothing but misery and slavery, and that's where Judaism comes from in the first place. And so I don't know what the fuck answers they think they're looking for. These were primitive.
They're looking for the justification to murder all the Palestinians, and they're hoping that they can find something and they can go, "Up, see, God said it's fine, so it's fine."
Kill the sand people.
Well, you know, it's been coming across my timeline a whole lot. People talking about that the world has already been through like the tribulation and all that shit.
Okay, so what's next?
Jesus, nothing. There is nothing left. Like it's already happened.
So
like that you know that it was about the temple. The temple was destroyed, and they said that they already had the 1,000-year the millennial reign. That was deleted from history once people got a hold of the Bible and kind of mushed it together the way they wanted it to, and kind of taught it to people the way they wanted it to. And so, I mean, I don't know. They say that the tribulation and stuff ended in, what's that, 72 AD?
Oh, this is like the argument
That's what they're saying.
The Book of Revelations
66.
is actually like an encoded way of talking about actual events at the time.
Yeah, actual events that happened already.
Right.
Like so that's what it's been coming across my time. I don't know. I watched one video of it, and then all of a sudden I got flooded with 200 videos of it. So I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll listen to see what y'all got to say about it.
It's a fair argument. You can make it make sense really easily. Yeah.
Right.
Like all the 10-headed dragon and all of the stuff, they can like fit it into current events at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said that was it Joseph? I can't remember the guy's name, but they were like, there's recorded evidence of people saying weird shit was happening in the sky, like they were seeing like angels and shit descend down, like during that time.
Oh yeah. And they saw like Mary and shit. You know what's interesting is that vision that Ezekiel has, and a lot of the description of the angels are often talking about wheels within wheels and fire and eyes, and that's what the angel is. And if you've ever smoked DMT or Bufo or any of that, like that's exactly what you see. It's what Alex Gray paints in like all his paintings. And I'm like, oh, he was just high as fuck. He found a desert toad and was just like licking it. It was like, God came. And he's not wrong, but I mean, that's what happened.
Yeah, some of the stuff, because I mean, they were talking about the language they were using. It's like surely you will not pass until the you will not taste death until you see these things. And it's like they're not talking to people 2,000 years later. Like they're talking to those people right now. Like that's not meant for y'all. So some people are like, man, that shit's already happened.
There
But
was
then,
we were
because I
supposed to have
mean,
the rapture
mhm.
this last the 23rd.
Yeah, there were folks selling this shit.
Yeah.
They didn't get
I
the
was like, why you
permit.
gonna sell? Why you gonna sell your shit? Why am I
Why
gonna
do you need
sell
the
it?
money?
I don't need the money, right? Like it's
Let's wrap this shit up, man. Let's
It's
rapture
just
this
like
place.
the
Wash out all
rapture
the bad
going.
guys. Pick everybody up by their hair. Oh, that's Hare Krishnas. Never mind.
yeah.
But here's what's
or
weird is
whatever.
that
However you pick them up.
all these people who were talking about this were saying like this is an electronic phenomenon. They were like, oh, we've had these synchronicities and they're crazy and they don't stop. But they were all electronic. They were all like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook based synchronicities. And I had the exact same fucking thing happen to me for the exact same date, 9/23. And then, but I knew ahead of time because I've had enough real shit happen to me in life that I was like, well, this is super suspect because it's all through the phone and the TV and like whatever, all these devices that monitor you and listen to you and give you what you're talking about anyway, and can push any algorithm at you that they want. So I just feel like it was actually a test to see, and it fucking worked. Unfortunately, people can be convinced to think they're having a spiritual experience based on what they see and hear through a screen. That's terrifying, actually, to me. Like that this much of the population was like, the rapture is happening because I had a synchronicity with my phone.
I mean, hey, this is what folks are grasping on to hope beyond what they have because they don't have shit.
Any excuse to
That's
not take
it.
accountability for their own
Right.
actions and their own lives.
Yeah.
And say, oh, it's over. We're just gonna put it in the imaginary man's, in the sky's hands, and then he can pick us up and lift us up if we're good, and if we believe in him. And if not, then fuck those other people, and I hope they die. And let's flood the place. And
But I'm a good
just all
person.
this hypocrisy. Like, oh, our religion's all about peace and love, but fuck those other people, man. They're the worst. I hope they all die of AIDS. And you're just like, holy shit. The worst people are like the hardcore, like Joel Osteen. Hey, look at Joel. I just love Jesus so much. And then you find out what are you gonna find out? That dude is Jimmy Savile Jr. I mean, I wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised.
The man said Junior, Jimmy Savile Jr. That's pretty terrible.
It's just like the people who, like
Allegedly.
this guy today who went into a Mormon church, if that happened, and killed a bunch of people. Or I don't know actually how many people died, but
And burned it down. I think I seen that right here
Did he
recently.
burn it
And it
down?
set the church on fire.
Oh,
I
dang.
think I seen 10 people got killed and it burnt the church down.
Oh, see, and it's a white guy, and it's probably like a Republican or something. They're getting what they want, that side that wants it all to be white Republican violence. But anyway, these people go target those places because they're all sitting ducks, like, right? It's easy to like crash your car into a church and assume that, oh, no one there has a gun, and then take them all out. And it's the same thing with infiltrating like a church in general, or being like a pastor at a church. You're like, well, these people will believe whatever. I'm the fucking emissary between God, and you can't do it yourself. So here I am to tell you how to live and what to do. By the way, fill this plate with money. So it's like it's the same as the no gun zones, is to have like this imaginary like intermediary between you and God. Like, you think there's something between you and God? Why
God's
would you do that to yourself?
best case scenario, God's agent. Worst case scenario, God's pimp.
Yeah. So like maybe do it
the
yourself. I don't know. There's my suggestion.
I mean, if you're taking 10%, what are we talking about here? For the pleasure of communicating with him, that feels like prostitution to me, man. You might as well. You have got God out on the stroll.
You can have God
working
for
in
a
a
little bit
tight
of
dress.
money.
Come on, bitch.
It's like, it used to make sense. So you'd have a community, small community. You need some organization. You need some, connectedness. You need to like have the general idea that you understand your neighbor and what the rules are of life and society. And okay, let's tithe to church. It actually like, it's almost like a tax. It actually provides for all of us, right? It like makes the church and the church garden and the cemetery and all these things that we all need. And so we'll all take care of each other this way. And now it doesn't really make sense anymore.
No.
Like, do you need enough money to build the church itself, and that's all the money you need, right?
Who needs Joel Olstein? Who needs him? Who needs TD Jakes or Creeflo Dollar or any of these people? Who's listening to these people?
Millions of people are.
Low life people.
Millions of people.
Why?
Low life
Because man, because
they're stupid.
they seem but they seem
Because they're
seem like
stupid.
the people are. But so it's our fanboy fangirl nature. Okay, you know how people
Yeah.
foam in the mouth of when they see celebrities.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
see these pastors and bishops and all that as celebrities, and they foam at the mouth over their every word. And I think it's fucking weird. Like I really do. Like I've been around a few celebrities in my life, and I really ain't want to talk to them. Like I had a chance to get backstage passes one time to an In Flames concert. And they were like, "Hey, man, we can buy this. We can get the backstage passes." I'm like, "I don't want no fucking backstage passes." It's like, what? I don't want to meet them. I like their music. I don't want to fucking go talk to them. That shit's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like
That shit's
forced
weird as hell, man.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like weird. Oh, hey, how you doing, man? Hey, I'm Sam. That's it's just like, oh, I'm whoever. It's just like, okay, man, I like your music. Yeah, we've been playing a while.
Thanks.
I figured since you're here. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, can you sign this shirt for me? Yeah, I
Okay.
signed the shirt. Yeah, it's like weird, dude. It's like weirdo shit. So I leave them alone. It's just regular folk, man. They're just really good at this particular thing. That's why it's their craft. That's why it's their profession. I'm like, okay, but I don't want to fuck with them. I don't want to talk to them. But people see celebrities and stuff, and they go and be trying to tackle them and shit. They be worshiping the ground that they stand on. And it's the same thing with these pastors. Why you think they be getting all the damn free pussy in there, bud? The free loose panani. Don't think them guys in there. They just say they. Hey,
I don't think Joel Olstein's interested in free pussy. You know
I don't know. What are you talking
think they
about?
get free
I disagree.
I think Joel Osteen might be interested in little boys. If I had to
He
put
might
my
be
money
interested
on
in all.
something.
he wants
Them
to
guys are
have
into
orchid
everything.
babies.
Oh, okay, so he might do a little bit of everything. He might dabble in it all.
Maybe, yeah. Well, okay, maybe all the above. I guess I could go with that. Yeah. Yeah, he looks
is-
like he
it's
might be
true,
swinging
too.
like Liberace. He's got a little Liberace in him, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a little like Franck from what
Are you saying he's fabulous?
from the wedding.
What was my
there's
man's name? Who was it? Carl
Father
Lentz.
of the bride.
Carl Lentz.
Franck
He
from
was the one
Father
that-
of the Bride.
Yeah, Carl Lentz was the guy who got thrown out of his church because he found out he was hitting all the pussy in there. Him and a couple of the bishops. They were tearing him down.
Well, what about
and he had a good looking wife too. He had a whole family.
Never get
I
that.
said,
What about
"Boo."
that dude that was
Okay.
hanging out with Bieber? Remember that preacher guy who was hanging out with Bieber a lot? And,
think it's the same
and they
dude.
did a documentary series on that dude. I watched it with my wife. We were like,
I think
what the
I
fuck?
think it was
Like, this
Lentz.
He's a
dude's-
pedophile.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah, this was his wife. I said, "Boo, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that." He said, "No, I got to hit the rest of this shit at the church, bro."
That was his
I
wife?
got to, yeah. He said, "Man, I got to
but
go
listen,
lay hands
if
on him."
you're like yeah, that's the dude. There's the picture of him with Bieber. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
Carl
with the
Lentz.
dick
Yeah, with the
root,
bean.
as Rogan said. He was showing dick root.
I look at him.
I can't see it for some reason.
Dick root.
Oh, you can't see
He
it.
looks like a pedophile there with standing next to Justin Bieber. Even though I know Justin Bieber is an adult, I think at this point, but like he's still like he looks like a pedophile. He looks like he just got done fucking him somewhere.
Yeah, but I was like, damn. I said, damn, bud. I mean, you ain't that ain't good enough for you. He said, nah, Bo. He said, I got all this stuff at the church. I need to go lap it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a dog. I need to lap. I need to
people-
clean the plate.
Horny
Some people
weirdo.
can't be put in a position of authority because they abuse it. Now, whether it's the guy running the church or it's your boss who's creepy and wants you to show him your tits, so that you don't have to come in on Friday or whatever it is. I mean, that stuff has been going on forever. And that is just, That's
Yeah, but here's
reality.
my thing about
Sucks.
that. And look, and this is the downfall of man is that they can't separate from that shit. I'm like, Bo, if I'm in a position of power and I make a whole bunch of money in a company, I'll be damned if I'm going down over a piece of pussy.
Yeah,
They
but
ain't no way.
you're
Not when
being
I can go.
reasonable
I can go.
now you're being reasonable, but she didn't show up in that short skirt again and bring donuts again, and next thing you know, you think that you're indestructible, and these guys are drunk on power, and they've been able to get away with all kinds of shit. Man, they make stupid fucking decisions all the time.
Yeah, I know, but golly, man, there's too many reputable prostitutes that you could be purchasing to make dumb decisions like this. You know what I'm saying? And won't
But
nobody
here's the
even
thing.
say nothing.
When it is put on a platter for you in front of you, 99% of guys are going to hit. That's all there is to it. I don't want to fucking hear no justification about nothing now. Okay, 99%.
Niggas is
Not
lames, man.
Now 1%.
The 1%.
Had some weird mommy issues or something.
No. You know why that is, right? But you know why that is, right? It's because the niggas have always been lames. That's it. And so when they get in a position of power, then it's all of a sudden just there, and they're like, oh well, I'm gonna leverage this because I was always a lame, and none of the bitches like me. That's it. All these niggas that get in trouble is because they won't get no pussy before. That's it.
They
won't get
don't know
in the
how
look.
to handle the shift in power back to them.
They don't.
And they abuse it. Yes. They need to take a course.
Another thing you can't teach anyone, though, and they have to just learn themselves, unfortunately.
Dick discipline. Yeah, you can't teach dick discipline. And hey, look, I get it. It's tough. Oh, I'm trying to right now. There is this chick that comes to work, and Bo, she has told me, she's like, look, whenever you want to cheat on your girlfriend, you just let me know. I'm like, I'm not cheating on my girlfriend. I'm not. I am not. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, the pussy's available if you want it.
Gross.
All you got to do is just call me up.
Valued it. She doesn't understand in the pricing model is that she's devalued herself.
Yeah, right.
Like considerably, even by guy standards. And as you say, most guys would be like, free is free, but you got to have some sort of implied value. Guy has to. Nobody wants to go. You got to hunt a live animal. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of shit if you try to give away for free. People are like, oh, well, then it's cheap shit. I don't want it. And then all of a sudden you put like a $500 price tag on it. People are like, I want that.
Ho. I think that's, for me, I think that's dumb. Okay. From my standpoint. Because nothing beats burning desire. Nothing beats it.
It's true.
Nothing beats burning desire to get fucked. Because let me tell you right now, I hear all the women talking about, oh, I need a man to make 6 figures. I need him to do this and that. And then I see him with some bum ass nigga that don't work. Don't work, sit on the couch, eat all their food. You know why?
In the meantime.
Because they got burning desire and he can fuck. You know what I'm saying? The dude can fuck. I mean, just straight up. That's it. When he takes her to the back, Bo, he about peels her out the skin. Every time. But they can't get enough of that burning desire. You will throw everything away for the burning desire.
They need salt,
you see all the red flags. You see the niggas, he's been in jail. He sell drugs. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You about got shot last week, and you right back up there.
You have to do the exact opposite of what you have to George Costanza your dating life. Just whatever you think the right thing is to do, just do the exact opposite.
Or get like lots of therapy. That's the other option.
Yeah,
or
it's
the as good as it gets line, right? When they ask Jack about how he writes for women, and he says that he thinks like a man and takes away reason and accountability.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're at these companies, these chicks know what they're doing. They come in there and attempt to be seductive so they can get you in what they call the quid pro quo.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, as a general rule of thumb, if you're a guy, and if you're on the average to below average, in a woman, out of the blue comes up and starts hitting on you in an unusual manner, that's Project Veritas, and
That's
you're
red
about
flag,
to
yeah.
spill state secrets, okay? This is not your lucky day. It's not happening. I know you think it is. I know you've convinced yourself that the stripper really likes you and that this is the time. It's not. It's just not.
Yeah, but that's it. The coworker. I'm trying to tell you, and you got a position of power over, so that means you got leverage over her job.
Yeah.
That's not the one you want to fuck, dog.
No.
Because all they got to say is this: the minute you leave, get fired or whatever, she gets fired. She'd be like, "Well, I got fired because my boss said if I stopped fucking him, he would fire me." And that's what happened. I said, I wasn't comfortable with the relationship no more. Boom, lawsuit. Now your ass is fired. You're like, damn.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, man. You're asking for
Yeah.
trouble. Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't complicate your lives. Why are you complicating your lives with this?
Yeah,
This
and
shit.
it only matters if you're everybody else except Andrew Cuomo, because this nigga somehow in the damn mayor race. Eric Adams dropped out, and
Yeah,
so now it's
what?
between Cuomo
What?
and Mom Donnie.
Dude,
Yeah,
right?
Eric Adams dropped out.
What about the guy with the beret?
He dropped out today. It's between Mom
Jojo
Donnie and
Siwa?
Cuomo.
Oh no.
See what?
Oh my god! Is this going to turn
Curtis
out to be
Siwa?
some? This is going to be some double triple whammy to get Cuomo back in the fucking government. This is
Cuomo's gonna
this is
be
some
in.
fucked up shit.
Cuomo's
Look,
going to get
let
thrown off a roof at some point.
Let me tell you
You
something
don't-
right now.
You don't think they want to
Cuomo
vote
shit
for
was-
the guy who supports eating swans and shit?
Probably not. But look, these motherfuckers had concrete evidence on Cuomo. They had the nigga on camera. He grabbing ass and titties. And they were like, well,
That's
we ain't gonna be able to do nothing about that.
yeah.
You're
I
such
don't know.
hypocrites. And like, you're
Hold on a
sexist, you're
second.
misogynist, you're racist, and you're like, all your people are on film being those things, and you still like them, you lying asshole. Like, god damn it.
Man over here fingering booties and all kind of stuff. Cuomo dirty, doing the chicks dirty in there, and they had him. Like they had him so bad, man. I got to step down. I got no choice. They're like, Cuomo, but we got the footage, man. You got to get out of here. It's like, okay. I was like, well, damn, they got to prosecute him on this one. They got to be some charges. Yeah, we thought about it. We just thought it'd be in the best interest of everybody to drop all the charges. Everybody like who?
It's the best interest, just calm down.
We
Get
just said
your
everybody.
forgiveness.
And when they say everybody, that sounds like they might be talking about me. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like,
Oh, it's never
how's
you.
that?
It's
Oh,
them.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. They said everybody. I was like, is it you speaking to me
No,
on this?
No, they're just letting you know what they're doing. They're not asking you if you want them to do this. They're just telling you that they're doing it.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same Cuomo that said, hey, you know what? Let's stick sick people in the damn nursing home.
Sounds
I mean,
like a
fuck
good
it, we
idea.
know sick. I mean,
How
let me
many
stick
of them
sick
die?
people in the nursing home. I'm like,
That's
what?
He should be hanging from a fucking rope
Yeah.
for his crimes against elderly people, not running for government. We are a deeply unserious country. Like we are we are a joke. I mean, New York City is about to be run by a communist, and good luck to you.
Dude, and
I
we've
mean,
got
you
like
thought shit was stupid under Biden.
we got Muslim prayer fucking warriors that are like taking over Dearborn, Michigan or something, and they've got like they're like playing the call to prayer like 6 times. You do it 5 times a day, right? And the first one's at like 4 a.m. or some shit.
It's
And if you
like,
live in the Middle East, you're like, okay, word, there's gonna be call to prayer all day long. But if you live in the United States, like you're like, what is that? And why is it waking me and my dogs up every morning? And like, what the fuck is going on? But Muslims have taken over Dearborn, Michigan, apparently, and other places. They're putting like Islamic like seals on their sheriff's fucking whatever police uniforms. They're like running for mayor, and you couldn't even win. I don't think you could win in those places if you weren't Muslim, because the population was replaced with a bunch of, immigrants that they just brought in from who the fuck wherever and dumped them in there, and they outnumber now like native actually American people.
You know what fucking riles me up? this was fucking done on purpose by Jews. Jewish policy funneled these people into the fucking country. And then the Jews go, look, the Muslims are destroying everything.
But the Muslims are actually destroying everything too. So they're also
right. But
Yeah.
they like the series of events went just like
Yeah.
I explained it, and it's like fuck all these people. Gas chambers.
Gas chambers for everyone.
Man, everything when it comes down to the end of it, it's like take them out. That's what Cory's final statement.
It
Take
gets to
them
the
out.
end. At the end of the day, it gets so complicated that it's like you might as well.
Yeah. Like, how are you going to untangle this
Euphemistically
mess?
speaking.
If you don't execute everyone for whatever level of treason or like war crimes or whatever else, like how would you ever untangle this mess?
All right, so the NSA or DARPA should have been working on how to create massive sinkholes that they could just suck whole towns into.
Maybe they have, because there are massive sinkholes everywhere.
Or maybe the Earth is just a shithole. You ever think of that?
Yeah.
Maybe planet Earth is a shithole.
Earth is nice. It's like the people on it that aren't the greatest.
I mean, now, Eric Adams dropping out. This is supposedly a tactical move to try to draw voters away from Mamdani to Cuomo, which I guess is better.
I'm telling you, now that I realize Cuomo's still in it, they're trying to use the Mamdani to funnel votes to Cuomo. I mean, that's the fucking obvious.
Yeah, that's what they're
thing.
doing.
They might as well have put up like Adolf Hitler or somebody so atrocious that they were like anybody else would have won.
How much you want to bet that they sent Eric Adams like a letter, and they were like, "Hey man, we just gonna suggest that you stop running."
He was like, look
dot.
at that! It's time for me to stop running.
I mean, it's just ... and it's like
he's not a smart man.
Like, who this
so
come
he
from?
never had. None of these people are smart. So like they're all pawns in a game.
Yep.
They're all put there by George Soros.
Well, obviously, somebody didn't like him because they were trying to bust his ass for damn getting a turkey sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Getting a meal. It's a man. Oh yeah, he got flown out, and somebody bought him a meal. I was like, what?
Pretty sure that happens
Where was
a
the
lot.
crime at? Yeah, I mean, I was trying to figure out. I was like, okay, this is supposed to be something. I was like, let me look into it. And I was like, man, I remember me and Cory sitting there, we trying to dissect it. We're like, man, ain't nothing here. He went out there and somebody bought him lunch. It's like, okay.
Yeah, big deal. Well, speaking of political criminals, Hillary Clinton like just popped up again, looking like she's had massive amounts of like plastic surgery, Ozempic, hairstyling, makeup. Like she's just like been remade. And she's she's like the worst of them all. Her husband's a rapist. She eats babies. Like, who knows what's even going on with her? She was like, we really have to stop this rhetoric, this dangerous, divisive rhetoric. We have to really stop pointing fingers at each other. We need to come together right now. And it's also really dangerous that most of the country is like white nationalists who want to take us back to slavery. I'm like, what? Just, like back
So
to
you were doing
back.
so well. You were doing so well, and then you finish it off with shit. I mean, it said, well, except for the white nationalists that want us all to die, we need to do something about them. It's like, Hillary, I thought we were going to calm down with the rhetoric. Yeah,
like, well, if you can tell by my Ozempic and my facial styling that I am coming back and trying to run the world again. Dude, if she runs for president again, like, oh my God, let it go, lady. Everyone understands you've got like the demon ball inside of you and nobody wants you around anymore. I don't know why they ever
she
did.
needs to let it go.
She needs to die.
Kamala's letting it go. Did you see her little interview she did with Rachel Maddow?
No.
Okay, well, Rachel Maddow confronted her because in her book 107 Days, she just pretty much said that Pete Buttigieg was a little bit too gay to run as the vice president. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's just a little too gay. And Rachel Maddow, she's like, it's just hard to see these words in the book, but it's almost like you saying it. You couldn't have a gay man as the vice president because she likes Punani, so she's part of that community, and it just hurt her real deeply. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure.
It's like I couldn't believe. She's like, well, no, that's not what I was saying. I was just saying that in this short span of time, I don't know if America was ready for a gay man to be the vice president. Did you see that shit, Charlie? With
Yeah.
damn Rachel Maddow. Harris, but hey, Pete, too much of a fag to be on this ticket. All right, I'm just letting you know.
You're not too gay for the world. You're just too gay to be on this ticket.
Well,
Yes.
let's also be clear. Kamala Harris did not write a book. She can't even speak, let alone write. But someone wrote things that they said that she wrote, and then she had to
Man, she
pretend to
was-
say them to Rachel.
So
Maddow.
she didn't want the gay guy to be her vice president, so she picked Tim Walz.
a dumb guy.
So
the
that he
closeted
could
gay
talk to the white
pedophile.
men about
Yeah.
sports and, you know, welding and stuff. Everyone just took one look at him and they're like, I mean, like closeted
That's
homosexual.
a man's man right there.
Obviously,
That's a
a
damn man's
closeted
man right there.
homosexual. Let's just say that right there, which is fine, but that's what he is. So I'm not buying this macho man bullshit, this smack you on the ass, like, let's go get him, Tiger, sort of rah, rah, rah stuff from him. He was a complete and utter fraud and fabrication. Just like this other new Republican twink that they've rolled out there to talk to the whites about the Jews. This private jet dude, Brylan, what's his name? Brylan operative. I don't know. Brylan Israel. I don't know what it's.
Israeli agent Brylan.
So these fucking people are so out of touch. They really don't understand how to. They don't understand like what the people want or expect or
Good.
who would. We're not in any position to have someone replace Charlie Kirk yet. That
Good.
has to come organically. That has to come naturally. Someone else has to naturally rise. And so when they put people in place like that, it's so obvious that everyone fucking rejects it right from the fucking jump.
Yeah.
Right from the jump. It's like, and especially that fucking kid who's never been fucked in his life. Sorry.
He might have. He's about to get fucked by Israel.
It ain't been fucked yet. It's on the way.
He just signed a deal with the devil. He just doesn't know it yet. He hasn't been around long enough to understand what he has done. But this is going to end with that kid in a single car crash or a suicide or a plane crash or something. Like
sitting up out of the body bag, but being shoved back into it.
Right,
and zipped and
right.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing to see
Nothing
here at
happened.
all. Oh man, so I guess we can just say that there hadn't been much hope for the big cities, but I think the hope for New York is dwindling by the day. I think they just.
What do you think about Portland, though?
Are they doing any better?
Well, Trump has just said that he's going to bring the National Guard into Portland.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, my man from what's his name,
trying to
Johnson
start
from
a war.
Chicago. Yeah, Johnson from Chicago. He was like, man, we don't need the National Guard. We need money. I'm like, nigga, I ain't sending you no money. I mean,
No, sorry, you guys
I'm
have
not
proven
sending
you're
you nothing.
bad with money. What
Yeah.
you need is no money, and to be taught a lesson. Quit hiring communists to run your city, because it always ends poorly. And then you go, God, why if we just get the right people in there?
If we just do communism right, it'll
Yeah.
work this time. Well, I haven't been keeping up with Portland, but I imagine actually they still are being besieged by Antifa because they never, I don't think, stopped them in the first place from like barricading and like they'll like zip tie shut the front doors of the ICE agency and the, whatever, mayors and the sheriffs and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're just constantly attacking. So maybe they actually do need someone to take care of their shit for them if they've never taken care of it themselves. Like Andy Neo usually is covering that, but I haven't been keeping up on it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I know what was his name, Ted Wheeler, when he was there, as the mayor of Portland. They had to run him up out of there because he came to the apartments of the bigwigs, and they were like, "Dude, you got to go. Like, you got to
bring
go
this to us."
today." Ted's like, "Well, I'm in the process of it." No, there's no process, dog. Leave your shit here. You need to get your keys and leave, dog. You know what I'm
Horse head
saying?
in your bed.
Yeah. Don't worry about your belongings, okay? You won't be needing them. but you just need to get your ass up out of here. Because he lost control of that situation. He was out there trying to people stop. Niggas was throwing bottles at him and all kind of shit. I'm like, Bo, you've lost control, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's over for you. You got to do. You should have did like Durkin did. Durkin was fine until they showed up at her house, and that shit was shut down in 15 minutes. They had 10 niggas with batons that ran out there and beat the ground, and folks were scurrying like ants. I'm like, Bo, what is this? Is this all it took? And we knew that's all it was going to take because they were fucking damn begging people to send them vegan pizzas and shit. What are the vegans going to eat? What are the vegetarians going to eat? I guess
Aw.
they won't eat, dog. You the one that made your city. You damn roped it off. You ain't think about that.
We're
Well,
gonna give you vegan pizzas that are gonna be laced with drugs to make you fall asleep for 72 hours straight. As soon as you eat one slice of that.
Yeah, when the homie got shot, the dude got shot in there and they were stopping the damn ambulance from coming in there and getting him, so they died. I'm just like, y'all ain't got nothing going on out here.
$5 to live, charging them rent, having to pay black people that. That's crazy shit.
I was like,
Setting
man,
up
y'all
a
ain't got
border,
nothing going on out here.
Charging taxes.
The first thing we do when we when we section off our own utopia, start charging taxes. It's in our nature.
You put up a border and you start charging taxes. That's the first thing you statist motherfuckers do with Chaz and Chop. Was establish a border and then immediately fuck everything up and screw up the food supply. just like commies always do.
That's just Donald Trump, but with more steps.
Yeah. That was it to a T, Charlie. Rope it off, food supply shit, charge people taxes. Damn. I mean, I thought y'all were trying some new shit.
It's because we didn't do it right. It's because they didn't do it right. Oh, and then they'll be like, oh, it's because a bunch of agents came in and infiltrated. I'm like, well, the agents were there, but they were the ones causing it to happen in the first place. They weren't shutting it down. Like, they weren't making it not work. That was you killing black people.
Yeah, the police left their own police station. The police left their own station. They abandoned their station.
Aren't they supposed to go down on the ship, or is that just
that is crazy because when I was a cop, if some shit was going down, we would shoot every single motherfucker threatening that station. You'd have a fucking pile of bodies.
That's what I was thinking, Corey.
You should.
They'd be handing out AR-15s and shit. Be like, I'm not qualified. Don't matter. Take it. That's what
you're not going to go on the roof and start shooting, blasting fools down below you. I mean, come on. Like, they don't need. They'd show up on the scene, do a domestic dispute, and have their gun pulled out within 2 seconds anyway, right? So they don't need much of a excuse. Just get all those trigger-happy people, rotate them back to defend the turf.
But that's, it was like a order from above. They were like, no, let this shit happen.
Yeah.
Stop. Cease and desist.
Stand down.
There was everyone knows this. If you've even taken care of children in your life, like, as soon as you have to establish authority, and as soon as you budge on anything or lose any of that authority, like a bunch of fucking chaos rises up. So I can't even imagine at like a citywide or statewide or national level if you're doing that and you're like, oh yeah, no, we're not going to enforce anything. Do whatever you want. People are like, cool, let's go burn down this city. George Floyd riots.
Yeah.
And then have the audacity to be like, January 6th is the worst violence we've ever seen. I'm like, you just burned cities to the ground. Like, what are you talking about?
And it was
when I talked to somebody about that, I had made a video about it when it happened, and somebody's like, oh, well, it's just wrong. I was like, whether you think it's right or wrong, I said, at least they took their grievances to the motherfuckers directly.
Yeah.
They took their grievances directly to them. They didn't take their grievances to Walmart and steal all the big screen TVs.
Or you know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter. Let's burn down this black tenement building. Like,
Yeah, I
what?
mean,
I thought Black Lives mattered to you. Okay, I guess they
Well,
don't.
theoretically they do, but in actuality, you got to burn down some buildings to get your point across. So, you know,
Yeah.
we don't care.
But
We don't
especially
really
black
care in the
businesses and
aggregate.
buildings. Burn those first.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
So
you
I
guys
was
are
like, hey,
confused.
hey, at least they were right there at the doorstep. That's actually supposed to be the American way. You would be at the doorstep of the government and be like, "Fuck y'all, this is bullshit." I mean, that's what we
Yeah.
kind of founded upon.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And then
That's
you would
it.
be infiltrated by 247 federal agents that aren't pretending to, or are pretending to be something that they're not. And then those people would act like assholes and make everybody else look bad and then get everybody arrested. That
Which we all said before it even happened, by the way. We're like, hey, by the
100%.
way, all the agents are going to be there trying to provoke you into violence. Don't fall
Yeah,
for it.
don't-
And there they
You don't
fucking were. And now we're pretending it's news 5
You-
years later.
You could have even been there, had that message, agreed that you weren't going to fall for it, and still been busted because you were just guilty by association, just for
True.
being there, your cell phone pinging or whatever, your face getting captured, and you being there totally peaceful, knowing that there was a potential for bullshit, knowing that you were in no way going to participate in bullshit and still get busted.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And still not have justice.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I mean, that's it to a T. And so, I mean, I was like, those people. I mean, they did what we say is that you should do when you have a grievance with a particular entity. You go to the entity, and the entity at that moment was the government because people felt like the election was bullshit.
Yeah. And you can tell how authentic or artificial a situation is based on the government's reaction to it. And I put January 6th in the same category as Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
You know it's bullshit because of the massive insane government overreach. Lawsuits against Alex Jones for $1 billion for Sandy Hook. Like, what are we doing here? Like, no, they're trying to tell you, it's like a rattlesnake shaking its tail. Stay away from this story, or you're next, right? Stay away from January 6th, or we'll put you under the prison. We'll keep you there on bullshit charges. Don't you ever come back and protest at this state house and do it the way that we told you to do it. We're not interested. If you do, we will make sure that you go to prison on bullshit charges forever, or for as long as we can, right?
When they say
And
keep
had
you
Kamala
there,
Harris won, they'd still be in prison.
Yeah, when they were keeping them there, were they even keeping them there with a trial date? I don't even know if these people had trial dates.
No, I mean it's just total Gestapo at this point. I mean, what they did, and I never got like all weepy and passionate about the January 6th stuff, not because I didn't care and not because I didn't think it was bullshit, because it was bullshit and I do care. But there was part of me that just said, like, if you don't have the common sense to stay away from an obvious operation like that, then man, I don't know what to tell you, because you had to have known that was a fucking trap. Like, you don't have to be expert level to know, and to go there and to walk into it and put yourself in harm's way and then act surprised, like when it all went awry, like yeah, it was bullshit. It should not have happened. But like, also, what did you think? Did you think the government of the United States of America was going to like have a line in the sand that they weren't going to cross? Like if it were up to them, they would put all these people up against the wall and shoot them. Like, as for traitors, for treason, you know what I mean? Like, I just have to say that, like, moving forward, the next time there's a big event like this where everybody's going to get together and we're going to take back our government and all this shit, like, you have to understand that you are walking into a trap. And if you still do that, man, that's on you. If you take your cell phone with you, or you get picked up on some flock camera or some drone, is predator drone, is Reaper drone is circling, taking the license plates and everything, like, oh, I can't believe I got put on a list. like stand up for yourself for sure. Like don't take this government bullshit, but like be strategic about it and don't do things like this because it's first of all, it doesn't do anything. And second of all, you're just walking out into their line of sight. Like anybody who's seen the movie Heat knows what I'm talking about. What are they looking at? They're looking at us.
That's right. But January 6th was the worst thing that's ever happened.
It was
even worse than the Civil War. Even worse than the Civil
Harbor with nuclear bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, folks say it was worse than Civil War. I was like,
it was the Civil War.
I said, folks like they died like for real. I mean, like
pretty bad,
a lot of
too.
people.
Gangrenous and
Yeah,
bad.
niggas was standing in line and shooting each other still. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But Pearl Harbor, false flag, January 6th, false flag. So, like, in a way, they're right. It is the worst thing, maybe. It is like Pearl Harbor. They just don't know how. I hate, too, how they pretend like it's not a legitimate gripe. When you're like, no, dude, okay, the election was going a certain way. However elections are or not or whatever. What we can see is it's going a certain way. You shut everything down early and weirdly and like never done before. And then all of a sudden you turn it all back on and it's like, oh, whoops. Biden's winning, and it's just a straight line up. Well, no graph in history has ever been a straight line up, you fucking morons.
Never.
And you can't ask questions about that. And to be upset about that is like not legitimate. And they're like, no, it's not legitimate. We could never have a fake election. And then the very next one, you're like, this is fake. They stole it. Like, you guys are like tiny, weird, retarded children. You fucking assholes.
They are. I want off this planet.
Sorry, children are actually better than most of them because children would be like, that graph looks weird.
Oh, I call people retarded, but the truth of the matter is that like I'd much rather have a group of people with Down syndrome than any of the politicians. You know what I mean? Like, I should really reframe that because the truth of the matter is that the actual retarded people would be a delight to spend time with. They always seem so happy and upbeat and everything, and as opposed to all the misery that we're talking about all day long.
So I looked it up. Nobody seems to know if you can fuck people with Down syndrome.
Oh God, why did you look that up?
Because there's like Down syndrome porn and there's like Down syndrome Victoria's Secret models, and so
I looked for
like
Down syndrome porn. I couldn't find any. I looked for Down syndrome porn. I couldn't find any.
Okay, well, it's not like allowed, so it exists. I'll tell you it exists. But yeah, can you find it easily? Probably not.
I just wanted to see if it's a thing because I wasn't sure. Because
so is it? Can you legally, or is that like? Are they like?
Well, because they can be politicians now, but they can be politicians and fuck us. So we was looking up the retarded politicians the other day. There's like 5 countries that got retarded politicians. I'm not fucking joking.
Oh my God. We have a fucking AI politician. Not in Azerbaijan, Albania. Albania has an AI politician.
That sounds like some nonsense.
Go look it up, dude. And then, so they've had it since like January as a support. I don't know what the fuck that even means, but they're like, yeah, it supports all the fucking other politicians or whatever. It's just a resource. And now they've made it officially whatever their politicians are called in their parliament or whatever. Like they've made it an official, and it has now its own avatar, so it can talk to you through a screen. And it looks like a human on screen. And then that's one of their politicians, Albania. Go check it out. Fucking wild.
I'm good. I don't want that.
I know. I mean, we had Sophia already in the UN as some sort of delegate. That was like years and years ago. And then Saudi Arabia did something equally as stupid. I don't remember what, though. I think they made one a citizen or something.
They made Sophia the robot a citizen. And then Jeffrey Epstein financed Ben Goertzel to make Sophia 2, the little Sophia doll, for emotional intelligence. And that was a small doll that was loaded up with cameras, geotags, microphones, all that shit.
And I'm sure you can have sex with it too. So
you could either have sex with the doll, or what it really was made for was a catalog for pedophiles, so that they could see what sort of girls they were abducting, what they looked like, and where they were, and when they were alone, and things.
And their demeanor. Yeah.
And if Daddy was mad at them and yelled at them, and if they were crying to their teddy bear that was secretly recording all this and feeding it back into an AI database that was being financed by Jeffrey Epstein,
And if they had dichromatic eyes, because for some reason that's what they want.
then they'll get them.
That's
Then they'll
weird.
come in the middle of the night and they'll take them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That.
This shit's deep.
Yeah.
Sophie
It
is
might be a little bit
creepy.
too deep.
The whole project is
Maybe.
creepy.
Oh my God. I have to tell you, I saw a movie last night. My wife did a funny thing. She said, you want to go to this movie? And I go, I don't, it's the new Leonardo DiCaprio movie. And I go, what is it?
Oh,
she goes,
One Battle
I
After
could
Another.
tell. She goes, I could tell you, but, and I go, okay. So I went into the movie, and the extent of what I knew about the movie was that Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. That was all I knew. And I sat down and watched. It's called One Battle After Another. And it is, first of all, because I didn't know anything about it, I didn't know who directed it. And the guy who directed it is Paul Thomas Anderson, who directed Boogie Nights and did like some classic movies. This movie was a shit stain. This movie was a fuck. You had 3 Academy Award: Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, and Sean Penn. And there were parts in this movie I remember thinking, is this like a film student who directed it or something? Like, why is this scene so long? And normally I don't think of any of that. I don't have that sort of mind to be, I'm not a director. I don't know about any of that. But I found myself doing, and the movie was so long. It was like 3 hours long. And dude, it was like a leftist fantasy about standing up against ICE and standing up against the man and taking up, it was like Black Power, and she had like a big afro, and then she gets pregnant, and then she's got like her big pregnant stomach, and she's out shooting machine guns in the desert and everything. And it was like it wanted to be a good action movie, but the writing was shitty and it was distractingly long, and they kept saying, dude, they had the white supremacist group in it that was all like trilateral, I don't know, Illuminati, Bohemian Grove type white devils, right? And this guy they want Sean Penn to be in the group, but they need to make sure that he doesn't have any black blood, that he didn't have sex with this black woman. And so they do like a full in-depth research, and they find out that he actually did, and because of that they have to kill him. And they're in a club, and it's called St. Nicholas Club, and so they all go, "Hail St. Nicholas." And you think they're gonna say "Hail Satan." It's a fucking weird movie, man.
Hail Santa Claus.
Yeah, and they say "Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, brother, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas," and they meet in these underground, like in a house, and they go down into an underground tunnels into another room, and then like they're all in there, kind of meeting, they're plotting about who they have to murder, and it's like, and there's an old white guy in there who's exactly like Joe Biden, and he's like, oh, he's like out, he looks like he's out to lunch, like and he's just. At the end, he just says something like, he just throws in one word like, you gotta regulate it or something like that, and everyone's like, okay, like the old man has spoken, like I guess you gotta go murder this person. It was like, people, whoever's seen the movie will know what I'm talking about. In retrospect, I got done with it, and my wife goes, "What'd you think?" I go, "It was fucking weird, man. It was super." She goes, "It's like 10 o'clock. Like we were in this movie at like 7:15." And it just was too much. And of course, Sean Penn, I can't separate the art from the artist when it comes to Sean Penn. All I think of him is just him filleting Zelensky, giving him his Oscar and all the dog shit that was surrounding that whole circus that was going on, trying to sell us this bullshit war in which 1 million dead kids had to pay the price because Sean fucking Penn decided that he needs to support some murderous tyrant. So I already don't like him. And then it's like a leftist fantasy movie that's so fucking fake. They're just standing up against the man. I just want to go, you guys look gay. You all look gay in this thing, So anyway, I do not recommend. I give One Battle After Another a 1-star review, man.
Sounds awful.
For having that cast, You could have Benicio del Toro read the phone book for an hour and a half, and it would have been better than the movie. Or he could tell you stories about stuff. I'd watch that.
And this won awards?
I don't know. It just
came out. It just came out.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah.
It's gonna win awards because they're gonna be like,
probably so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's like a leftist circle jerk, and then yeah, I think it will. But the truth of it is, if you watch it, and I went in as clean as you could be with zero preconceived ideas, except that Leonardo's in it and I like him. So, I mean, I like him in movies. He does good movies, and he doesn't have to pick shitty movies. So you automatically kind of think it's going to be pretty good. And I like Benicio del Toro, right? And he was good in it. I didn't have any complaints with him. And Sean Penn was good in it too, but when you hate the person, just like he's on human growth hormone, by the way. He's jacked in this.
Okay, little HGH.
Big time.
His
biceps are out of control.
That's all you need.
Yeah. It's just what that lunatic needs is more human growth hormones streaming through his body into his pebble-sized brain.
That's amazing.
Hold on. Has Sean Penn done any good movies?
He was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It was all downhill after that. No, I mean, he's done some good movies. As far as an actor goes, like, he's been fine. But his personal life is a disaster, of course. And now his political leanings, he's a CIA asset. I mean, clearly.
Yeah, you don't present an award to Zelensky without being in the club.
No, he's done all kinds of stuff where he goes and films documentaries, places like that. That's a guy who's financed by the National Endowment for Democracy and USAID, these groups. That's the sort of shit that they finance. It'd be a perfect guy to say, like, here's some money. Go make a documentary about how Darfur's all fucked up. And they're like, okay.
Oh, well, before we get out of here, Lindsey has sent me a video on Instagram. I'm gonna show that. Let me see this up here. And I haven't looked at it, so this is gonna be first time for me.
Excellent.
Let's see here. Refresh it.
Heard about those innocent sand people?
I have. It's almost like we fund it with our tax dollars. Good thing they own the banks.
Right, Mr. Juberg?
Get your cameras off of me. I should sue you. Okay, fine. We rigged the system. Leave me alone.
I mean, it's just a totally normal thing that the Federal Reserve is owned by a private banking cartel. No big deal, right?
Right. We go to Shapirstein to learn more.
Thanks, Jenny. But if you're going to give anybody the middle finger, it would be these people. Look how sandy they are. They deserve nothing, and if you question this, it's antiseptic. Look at them, starving terrorists. They'll never know what it's like to be chosen. We're definitely not the synagogue of Satan. Wow, we're supposed to believe they're the good guys.
They are. Hold on, breaking news. A hurricane, flood, and fire just broke out, taking the lives of thousands. We go live to John with the weather.
Just utter destruction.
We're tracking hurricane noticing, an artificial hurricane using satellite laser technology, heading straight for the areas where people refuse to sell their land.
We're standing on what's left of the second story here. BlackRock's been calling me all day trying to buy my property. You should have gotten climate insurance.
BlackRock! We're at Lockheed's energy testing range. Watch what happens next.
3, 2, firing.
It's all in the blue. We go live to John at Raytheon. We're here at Raytheon's atmospheric ionization lab in Arizona. What do you say we turn up the hurricane in California? You feeling that, Sarah?
Thanks, John. The direct energy weapons have caused unrelentless damage. I've lost feeling in both legs, and I'm pretty sure the Jews are trying to kill me. Help! Well, that depends. Do they support Netanyahu? Next question. Better not be antiseptic.
Look, they gave me $1.2 million this year, all right? Every Congress member's on payroll, and don't tell anyone, but we fund Hamas, too. Wait, what was that last part?
So these people have banks, media, the war machine, big pharma, what else?
They've been banned from 109 countries for a reason, Jenny. Dennis, take it away. These people are rapidly losing control of the narrative.
Shut it down. Back to the Goislop.
Here they go again with their victim party.
Seriously, it's like Crimea River.
All the way to the sea, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Dennis wanted to share his latest finding. Take it away. Epstein is still alive. Anyway, if you're still not following Jake GTV, you're far from based and just overall retarded. Welcome back to Jake.
Nice.
Pretty good. I don't know what Jake GTV is, but obviously they are cool.
Obviously, he's got a couple of dollars because he did that with that. What's that? A Veo 3. That's what you do that
Absolutely
with,
AI.
and that motherfucker ain't cheap. It's like $200 something a month. Almost
See,
$300
but I
a
guess
month.
if you're getting like millions of views, I guess you can invest in that.
Yeah, yes. That's the main thing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bid adieu for today. Let's go ahead and go through the list. We got Lindsay. Go ahead and give him some action. Give him some action.
Go to roguesoul.org for everything I do, my books, my shows, my one-on-one, and my stuff in the shop. It's all there for you. roguesoul.org.
There it is. There it is. Charlie.
Macroaggressions.io. We've got I've got a guy on going by the Lost Wanderer. He's got an AI chatbot that he went way fucking too deep with and turned it into a book. And so we talked about that. It's worth checking out. It's interesting. Activistpost.com, naturalblaze.com. Thanks, everybody.
CoryHughes.org. I was going to say Cory, this nigga. A Wonderful History JFK book. Lee Harvey Oswald in black and white. And you are working on the second book for Lee Harvey Oswald, correct?
Yes.
Currently working on that. He's
It'll be
currently
done by the
working
end
on
of the
that.
year.
Okay.
And he has a Gulf of
So there we
America
go.
shirt, and it's cool.
Also, he does the Gulf of America. So make sure you do that. bloodyhistory.substack.com. And yeah. You know me. xq420.com for everything. Appreciate everybody being here for episode 204. Join us next week for 205. Peace out.